What's going on, guys? It's Travis, and here we have the mashup looking quite beautiful because I have de-waxed it. Now, the mashup, I talk a lot about the two fish, the machadocado, a lot of the other boards. The mashup doesn't get as much love as it deserves, and when you have the wax off this thing, you really see just how sleek and SEXY the board is. I don't even know if I can say that anymore on the YouTubes, but the tail does this really cool thing where it cuts in a little bit right here, makes the tail really skateboardy. I haven't found another tail like it. It'd be interesting if they made this kind of tail with the true twin fin setup, with these fins a little more back here and some really big twins. It'd be interesting because it would make twin fin maybe a little more like pivoty with the right twin fin setup. But to me, the mashup always does work a little better with the back fin. Quad does work good, but I'm more of a tri-fin guy. And I would always recommend the mashup as like a serious daily driver for someone who is a good surfer. A intermediate or beginner surfer, I don't actually recommend the mashup too much. For one, a lot of people, they undersize it. This is the 5'9", 34-ish liters. For me, I'm 5'10", 170. I think for me that's perfect. The size volume charts probably say it's a little big, but I don't listen to those things. You need to make your own opinions, your own assumptions, your own conclusions on volume for you. Because once you go more volume, there ain't no looking back, and you're just going to catch more waves. You're going to surf better. You're going to have more power. You're going to understand the mechanics of surfing more as you ride slightly bigger boards. As you get older too, I don't really see the use case in catching less waves. You want to catch more waves. More foam is going to catch more waves. You're going to increase your power and your abilities riding a slightly more volume board than less volume. It really is hard to pick the perfect volume. So usually it's going to be a little smaller, a little big. I like the side on the side of a little bigger just because I want more float. I want to catch more waves. And I think I did actually size this perfectly, although I wouldn't mind having the 5'10" as well. Once you have all the wax off some of these like newer firewires too, what's really impressive is just the lack of dings, the lack of little golf balls and stuff. This thing looks brand new, and it's pretty much a year old. I mean, it might even be more than a year old. And that's saying a lot because I'm a stomper, and I'm not seeing any, really bad. I'm not seeing like any, even on my classic heel dents I usually get, it's very minimal because I really stomp my front heel. I'm more of a front foot surfer. To recheck on the fins that I really like in this, I really like the AM Comp by NBS. These are the mediums. You could probably go large at my size, but I like having a little more flickability. These fins are really great, and I think in the future setup in these, like they're in there. They're really secure, and I really like them. NBS makes awesome fins. Definitely check them out if you haven't. This material they have, their G10, it's part of their Apex series. It's some of the best stuff ever. This kind of like, not sure how they do this. It's just fin magic, but it's really awesome. I really like too how the mashup kind of has a platform. It does kind of have a softer rail. It's not like super thin and hard, but it comes up nice. And it does create somewhat of a platform, especially by the tail. So when you're on the tail, it's more noticeable and it gets less noticeable as you get up here. And then it has that classic, almost shortboardy, layout from, I believe it's single to double. And then the little swallow here, like I was saying earlier, really creates a unique feel that I haven't felt on many other boards where it's tic-tacky but still stable. But don't be fooled, it is, I would say, a little bit squirrelier than like you would think a typical swallowtail fish is. It's not a deep swallow shadow like the two fish, so it doesn't really have that natural smoothness. It wants to be a little more tic-tacky, a little more like precision based. So, which is good, especially if you know what you're doing. Also, with the wax off, you can really feel the lightness of the helium, straight up helium. The volcanic should be a little more durable, but with like this board, I think I prefer the straight up helium because it has that lightness and that get up and go I really like. The volcanic by FIREWIRE, I actually prefer the Ibolic volcanic. I think just perhaps like the lack of the stringer and the lack of wood makes that even like, for me it just works really well. I still do like the volcanic helium, but I like the Ibolic volcanic a lot more. For some reason it just feels really nice. Both are definitely more bulletproof, but even the helium by itself, again, I can't even see any dings on here. Maybe in the right light, just a few, but it's nothing like a normal fiberglass board. So that was just a quick little revisit to the classic Mashup, because you don't want to forget about this as they keep coming out with new models, etc. Sometimes you got to go back to basics, and the Mashup has definitely reached cult classic status. So check it out. All right, guys, if you want to watch my in-depth full Mashup review, you can click right there. Smash like, hit subscribe. Till next time, we out. Peace. Are you gonna click right there? Give it a click.